Hi, Aaron here from Superior Singing Method, and this is top singing mistakes and how to avoid them. This is part 5, and this is about consistency. Now, before you turn away, hear me out, because I actually think you're really going to like what I have to say, because this is a mind shift thing that I think is really going to help your singing, and dare I say, really help your life. So, one of the toughest things for most people is this consistency of doing the work toward pursuing a dream, right? So consistency is singing the exercises or not necessarily singing songs. We'll sing songs, but disciplining yourself to sing 2 or 3 or 5 songs a day, to keep the voice up, to keep the instrument warmed up and worked and all that stuff, of like having a level of consistency. Now, the pushback is usually something along the lines of, and you could tell me what it is for you, but you can literally tell me in the comments what it is for you, but what holds you back from being consistent or doing the work or whatever it is. But a lot of times it's something like, oh, I'm bad at consistency, or I'm not a disciplined person, or whatever it is. We have all these stories about ourselves that we believe are true, but they're just stories. That's all. And you may have some evidence of why you believe that story to be true, but our identity. Actually, I wasn't even going to say this, but I'm just thinking about it now. The idea of identity, if you look at the Latin for what our identity is, I'm a person who does this. It literally means the choices we make on a consistent basis, right? That's who our identity is. So it's not like, oh, I'm not a disciplined person. It's just like, if I choose to make these decisions about my singing day after day after day after day, I can literally change my identity. And the way even the word is constructed, it's what I do with any level of consistency becomes who I am. And so that's what I want to talk about with consistency. And one trick or one way to do this to help you become more consistent is something called implementation intention. And I'm going to explain more about implementation intention in a second, but here's the concept behind what I'm saying. And so we think motivation and discipline are what are missing in our lives in certain areas, right? Oh, I wish I was more disciplined in this. I wish I was more, whatever it is. There's something for all of us that we wish we were more in this particular area. And we think we're not motivated. We think we're not disciplined. But here's what's actually happened. Behind that is we are not clear. What is lacking is clarity, not motivation. Because when we are super clear about what it is that we want, we have a higher probability of being successful in goal attainment if we know exactly what that goal is and exactly what we're going after. So it's more about clarity than it is about discipline. It's more about, I'm super specific about the things that I want versus, do I feel motivated right now or not, right? So let's get back to this idea of implementation intention and how we can apply that to singing to help us become more consistent and change our identity, right? I am a person who does my vocal exercise on a regular basis. I am a person who's committed to pursue I actually am a person who's considered acting, but we're talking about singing. I am a person, that's how much it's in my identity. I can't not say it. I'm committed to acting and pursuing acting. I'm also committed to teaching you how to sing. So this idea of I'm the type of person who does my exercises regularly and is pursuing, singing, of changing your identity and start getting in patterns and habits that actually change that. So the implementation intention says that when we say when and where we're going to do something in implementation intention, we're far more likely, I don't know what the statistic is, 85% more likely to do that thing when we say out loud or even write down, I'm going, let's say, tomorrow morning at 8:30, when I'm in the shower or in the car, I am going to spend 5 minutes doing my vocal scales or whatever. Like, for example, I do vocal warm-ups and scales, and I do my little straw. Like, there's different things I do for my voice, but every day I know, because I am the person who, and this has become part of my identity, is when I get in the shower, I put on music and a speaker. There's 5 songs that I sing that are like right within like the middle of my range. Some like push it a tiny bit, but for the most part, I can sing it and it's my vocal warm up while I'm in the shower. It's just what I do. It's just part of the habit that I have that helps me warm up my voice. So for you, this implementation intention, like what is it that you're going to do today or tomorrow, and you say out loud, I'm going to do this thing. It's the idea of like when, where, and even sometimes how I'm going to do this thing. So tomorrow at 8:30 in the shower, and the how for me is I'm going to put these 5 songs on my phone and connect it Bluetooth to my speaker, and I'm going to sing while I'm in the shower. So it's, there's my implementation, and it happens every day, and I don't even know how long I've been doing it now, but it's just something that I do. It's a habit that has changed my identity. I'm a person who sings these songs regularly because I'm committed to having a voice that is able to communicate and project, whether I'm singing or acting or speaking or coaching or whatever it is. I want to have a voice that is able to communicate what I want to communicate in order to affect change in the world. So what is it for you? What is it? What do you want? Big goals. What do you want as far as becoming a singer? Why are you doing these disciplines now? Because what are the big things that you want in the future that you're going after? Maybe you want to sell out stadiums. Maybe you want to pack 500 people in singing venues. Maybe it's 20 people in a coffee shop when things open back up and you can do that kind of thing, which we're kind of getting there. What is that thing with you? Clarity, and then implementation, intention. I'm the type of person who consistently does things that helps him work toward his goals and accomplish his goals. I am a successful person because of these things that I do. It's part of my identity. That's what I want to shift inside of you and get rid of all these just bullshit stories about how you're not disciplined, you're not this, you're not that. You can be whatever you want to be. It's a matter of choosing and just starting to do it on a regular basis. And it literally changes who you are, and it literally changes your life, and it literally changes the results that you get in your life. And that's what I want for you. I want you to have everything that you want. And this is part of the way that we begin to go and get these things. So this may not be your number one singing killer. If you click the link below, I've got a quiz that will help you find out what your number one singing killer is, and maybe you have more than one, and then I'm going to send you a video to help you correct what that number one singing killer is so that we can get on and get rid of any bottlenecks that are hurting us from becoming better singers. Oh, also, I'm about to hit 600,000 subscribers, at least at the filming of this video, and so once I do, I'm going to give away 6 copies of my Superior Singing Method program. And if you want to enter to win that, and you feel like you're all in to change your identity and who I am, and I'm choosing to be consistent, and I'm choosing to really go after my dream, just type "I'm in" below in the comments, and that'll enter you to win one of my courses. And also hit the notification bell. Another way to be all in and say, I want to be notified when stuff comes my way that is going to help me reach my dreams. Not just things that are fun or distracting, and that's all fine, but something that's actually going to help me work toward my dreams. So if you haven't had a chance to subscribe, go ahead and do that, and like, and do all the stuff. But click the link below, take that quiz, do "I'm in" the comments, and I will see you in the next video.